Good morning from Hollywood at the intersection of Hollywood and Vine. I'm at the Save the Children protest. I believe it's going to be a march as well. This is a demonstration against human trafficking, and specifically trafficking children. I believe it's going on in many cities across the country. And Hollywood, I think, is going to be one of the focal places. There was, Upper Zolom, thank you for tuning in. There was one of these demonstrations a few weeks back, and today I believe there's supposed to be these demonstrations in many cities across the country. I'll flip the camera around. We're at the intersection of Hollywood Boulevard and Vine Street, where there's a large crowd gathered. The crowd's gathered on all four corners of the intersection here, and at the moment when the light changes, the crowd makes its way from one corner of the intersection to another, chanting, "Save our children." Trying to adjust my lighting. I don't know. The picture seems a little darker than it should be. I'm not sure why. But I think you guys can see nonetheless. Considering the size of this protest movement that's sprouting up across the country, there seems to have been not so much press coverage. A rough estimate, maybe at the moment, maybe 300 to 500 out here at the moment. That's a very rough estimate, though. As protesters chant, "Our kids are not for sale."
Our kids are not for sale. 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 Our kids are not for sale.
Yes, they're signs against pedophilia.
Our kids are not for sale. 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 Let's try to get something, guys. Let them go. Let's try it. Clear it out. Clear it out. Clear it out.
Hey, Magic Monkey, and hello to everyone who's tuning in.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Look, this is a peaceful movement. Not at any point is it going to get weird or funky. This is a peaceful movement. The energy here, I know y'all feel it, and it is beautiful, and it is happy, and it is joy. And they're trying to strip the joy from us the way they're stripping the joy from the children. Okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Nobody's going to infiltrate anybody. There's too much positivity. The light always seeks out the dark. In the darkness, we're putting back in the fucking hole.
I see a Trump 2020 flag and a American flag. This is a much different crowd than a typical protest in Los Angeles.
Save our children! Save our children!
Not your typical large gathering in LA. Another American flag across the street. The crowd is growing. 10 a.m. is a pretty early start for LA. There are signs here saying stuff like defund Pedowood, implying that Hollywood is full of pedophilia. I'm gonna try to find one of those signs. Alright, the light turns for pedestrians and people head back into the intersection. There's signs about Pizzagate.
Save our children! Save our children! Save our children! Save our children!
There's the Pedowood sign. Hey Costello, thank you for tuning in.
Alright, you guys over there, I'm gonna need you guys to cross here on the next right. You guys are gonna cross on the next straight right and let me cross.
A few moments ago, I was saying maybe a rough estimate would be 300 to 500 people. It seems like the crowd is growing. Okay, it sounds like they're gonna start marching. You can see there are people gathered on all four corners of the intersection here at Hollywood and Vine, as it looks like a march is about to begin.
Actually start the march now. I'm gonna down there to catch up.
So here's the crowd on the northwest corner of the intersection, the southwest corner, southeast corner, and the northeast corner. I'll try to get some interviews in a little bit.
Everybody get on board, let's go!
We're gonna start the march. Everybody over there. Let's go this way.
Death penalty for all pedophiles. There's the one sign. You want to pop on really quickly?
Hello, good morning. We are in Hollywood. Here's us, here's the Saves the Children March, and here are a lot of people.
We're about to start marching. There's a Baby Lives Matter shirt, or shirts. Crowd is definitely at least in the hundreds. Vanessa says good morning to you.
Hey, everybody! Today's about non-violence! No violence today! Non-violence! Today's about non-violence! It's for the children! Non-violence! Save our children!
Keep it up. There's a pause right here. Gotta do something, right? You know?
Guys, today's about the children. No violence today! No violence! Do not participate in any violence! Save our children! Save our children! Save our children! Save our children! Save our children!
Save our children!
Save our children!
Save our children! Save our children!
Nice to meet you.
There's been very little coverage of this movement thus far in mainstream media. What little coverage I've seen has been very negative. I think New York Times and NBC have covered it. Maybe other major outlets, I'm not sure. But very limited coverage, at least thus far. Protesters are marching westbound on Hollywood Boulevard right now. They're occupying one lane of traffic. But at least for now, traffic's still moving here on Hollywood. Maybe occupying a lane and a half. I'm gonna try to get up closer to the front.
Oh yeah, I was.
We're stopped at Cahuenga and Hollywood.
If you guys down there want to hang tight, wait for us. Wait for me. All right, fuck it, let's go. We're good.
The man with the megaphone is saying that up ahead at Highland there's going to be another group And the two groups are gonna join.
Our kids are not for sale. 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 Defund Hollywood. 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 Oh my God, you guys, hold on. You don't move, you move. Like this, we need to do this properly. Hold on. Let's hold on one second. Let me stand up. Let me go stand up behind you. Yes, sir.
Someone's chanting no justice, no peace, fuck the pedophile. I didn't catch the last word.
Let's go.
Red or blue, doesn't matter who. Fuck them all up. Red or blue, doesn't matter who. Fuck them all up. Child man. Child man. All right, you guys, the bus has to pass. The bus has to pass. The bus is the first group to be arrested because they are the head of the government and city code. Let the bus
Man with the megaphone saying everyone's got to let the bus pass because it's with the city and
I want to make sure everybody.
I could get people arrested if it's
And we are
blocked.
going to meet up in Highland right now, and this is the most peaceful march ever. And if anybody says anything else, they're just trying to brainwash you like the rest of America. Cold water, if anybody needs a water, we got a few water bottles.
I think we're a few blocks away now from Highland, where there's supposed to be another Save the Children group waiting to meet up and enlarge the size of this protest march. The march is occupying part of Hollywood Boulevard. basically one lane. I think someone's chanting, "Where's the media?" Well, I am media.
Defund Hollywood! Defund Hollywood! Defund Hollywood!
I think we're back. I think we're back. Having lots of technical difficulties. My phone overheated. Can you see the video now? My phone overheated, and then I had problems with YouTube relaunching the stream. But can you guys let me know if you can see it all right now? All right, good. You're saying video's back. I'm sorry about that. Just technical difficulties. The phone overheated, but looks like we're doing all right now. And you didn't miss too much action. There's LAPD on bicycles. Annabelle's here. There are LAPD officers on bicycles up ahead as we approach Hollywood and Highland, where I believe there are more protesters waiting to join the march. How do I change? How do I change the 144p? If that indeed is a problem that needs to be addressed, I don't know. All right, let's just keep going. Hopefully everything's all right. You can see LAPD officers on bicycles. We're in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard, approaching Highland. Some of the protesters have already reached Highland, I think, and others are waiting at Highland. So it looks like the crowd is maybe swollen to more than 1,000. I'm gonna try to hold the phone at different angles to keep it from overheating. Hi, Carol. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in. I'm live on YouTube. Would you like to say anything to the viewers?
Where we go one, we go all. They want us divided because separate we are not a threat. Together we are strong. We can take them on. We can take them on. Woo!
All right, I can already see there's a large crowd at the intersection of Hollywood and Highland. Definitely a different atmosphere than recent protests here in Hollywood, including at this intersection, Hollywood and Highland. There, American flags, Trump flags. There's a Gadsden flag, a combination American flag, Gadsden flag, and the protesters, at least for the time being, are taking. Media's right here.
Where is the media? Where is the media? Where is the media? Where is the media?
Sir, would you like an interview? Media right here. So protesters now clearing out of the intersection of Hollywood Highlands, gathering on all sides of the intersection. Hi, Andy.
They're destroying our businesses.
This man seems to say Black Lives Matter are destroying businesses. You know what? I'm live on YouTube. My name's Josh Friedman. I work for Confrontational News. You want to pop on for a quick interview? Sure. All right, what brings you out here today?
These kids don't go missing for no reason. They don't go missing for no reason. There's so much. There's adrenochrome. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but if I was a conspiracy theorist, we would not have the movement that we're having right now. It's definitely not theory, it's all fact.
Which kids? Which kids are here?
Every kind of children, everyone. All these kids are missing. And you know what? People need to voice out. Because this is getting ridiculous. They're trying to do it in front of their own faces. Disney, multiple movies that they've made that we grew up watching have pedophile backgrounds. Pinocchio, pedophilia.
Oh,
There's so much. It's ridiculous. Everything that we grew up watching it was hiding in plain sight.
So what's an example of Pinocchio pedophilia?
Like Highland, Jeffrey Epstein. A man who created a child, like children. There was also a child trafficker inside of Pinocchio. It's ridiculous. These people, they need to be exposed. Since Trump has been in office, pedophilia is down almost 96% from the border alone.
What is that stat based on?
That stat is based on people entering the country illegally.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said pedophilia is down 96%, right?
Well, child trafficking from the border.
Oh, okay.
Pedophilia, I don't know, because they hide it in plain sight. Hopefully it's down a good percentage, but hopefully it'll be down a lot lower after he gets re-elected.
Anything else you'd like to say?
God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Could you guys hear that? I hope so. It's kind of loud here. Child Lives Matter is the chants.
Matter together. Child lives matter. Child lives matter. Child lives matter. Child lives matter.
There's a Q flag.
Child lives matter. Child lives matter. Child lives matter.
What appears to be happening is that when the light turns green for pedestrians, the crowd follows these crosswalks into the middle of the intersection and then leaves the middle of the intersection when the light turns back. You have people gathered on all four corners of the intersection as well as in the middle of Hollywood, just west of Highland, where there's been a closure for construction for some time. I think there's about to be a Black Lives Matter mural inaugurated on the street here. I think that's what this part of Hollywood Boulevard is closed for. I'm pretty sure a Black Lives Matter street mural is going in right here. But the crowd here does not seem to be pro Black Lives Matter. Let's see if I can get a better angle without the phone overheating. Again, I apologize for the interruption in the broadcast earlier. The phone overheated. Seeing sage. And a motorcycle engine revving. Maybe a combination of exhaust and sage. Right here, just west of the intersection. Now here's an interesting combination. A MAGA hat and a Black Lives Matter hat. Let's see if we can get an interview with the Matter guy.
Save our children! Again! Save our children! 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 Save our children!
There have been a lot of signs and chants about Hollywood. People saying defund Hollywood, people calling Hollywood pedowood. Looks like the crowd is starting to move west Hollywood and Highlands.
Outside of the march.
Are you going to Beverly Hills? Democrats sell children. Democrats are the enemy of the United States.
You want to explain? I'm live on YouTube. You want to explain what your sign means?
What, this one?
Sure.
All right, so the Democrats want their slaves back, and they're going to get their slaves because they're going to turn this place communism. Everyone's going to be a slave. Democrats are the enemy of the United States. Facts for Trump. Trump 2020.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Interesting slogan, fags for Trump. Oh, so now people are marching over what I think is going to become a Black Lives Matter street mural. I believe next week the city is going to inaugurate a Black Lives Matter mural here.
You'll never stop yelling. Neither should you.
Democrats are the enemy.
Mohawk is the enemy.
Democrats are the enemy.
Hang out with the PO. I don't know what that
Democrats
means.
are the enemy.
But I think it's a parole officer. Don't hang.
Another
anybody.
Pedowood
That's not what
sign.
God wants us to do. We have an entire culture.
So we're interesting mix of
But God
flags
does not
here.
want anyone to lynch anybody. Bottom line.
Overheated again. Apologies. I think I'm back live now. Someone tell me if the video's back up. It overheated again. The phone overheated. Can you see picture? Let me know, please, in the comments. Someone saying back up. That's a good sign. All right, thank you. I'm sorry about this. The phone overheated again. I'm gonna try to stay in the shade here on Hollywood Boulevard. Just missed a little speech from one of the organizers. He was talking about how people being required to wear masks is hiding their facial expressions and not allowing anyone to see each other's smiles. He was also talking about how he said blacks being put in the projects. Think about that. It's a project, something like that. Annabelle, we're back on. You want to fill in some viewers on what they missed?
Yes, look, there's this one guy who screams Democrats as enemy.
Oh, I interviewed him. Yeah, who? What else?
Today after this in Santa Monica, I got a flyer for that. And so there's one guy, I think it's Scott, he's a kid, who posted a flyer on Instagram about this protest. He says that's the first peaceful protest 2020. That's what, yeah, I said peaceful.
All right, let's continue on. Crowd is marching west on Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, we're right in front of some. You're the Hollywood lady here. You want to set the scene?
This is a Dolby's Theater, and that's where the Oscars are happening every year.
Previously known as Kodak, right?
Yes, or Chinese Theater?
Oh, this one's the Chinese theater. That one's. Where did it go? Whatever. It's been a while. Anyway, we're smack in the middle of Hollywood, moving westbound on Hollywood Boulevard. At least there's a peaceful protest chant right now. At least for the time being, I'm going to try to film from across the street to prevent the phone from overheating again. The phone's overheated twice thus far in this broadcast. There seems to be some disagreement among the protesters about whether or not to have any partisanship. There's the one man I interviewed screaming out angry stuff about the Democrats, who he said "Flag for Trump" at the end of the interview. There are quite a few people with Trump flags or Trump hats, but then there are also some people who are calling out to not make this partisan at all. A lot of child lives matter chants. Looks like the crowd is either turning left up ahead or marching onto my side of the street. The crowd has grown quite a bit from when and where the protests began over at Hollywood and Vine. Oh, now fuck the media chants. I think they're saying fuck the media, we are the media. Maybe I didn't hear that right. So here at Hollywood and Sycamore, the crowd is crossing. I need help. I don't know if this thing's even charging. I can't tell. Oh, now it is.
Yes.
All right, large crowd now gathering on the south side of Hollywood Boulevard here at Sycamore. I'd say it's definitely more than 1,000 people at this point, but it's hard for me to give you an accurate estimate. At least up until today, I saw next to no coverage in local media of this protest movement. And again, they've already had one march in Hollywood.
This is what peaceful protest looks like.
This man on the bicycle saying this is what peaceful protest looks like. Suddenly gets pretty quiet for a protest march of this size. Looks like the protesters are gonna turn left on La Brea and head south away from Sunset. This guy's commenting as he's filming himself, saying we're all out here multiracial. Now this is an interesting looking encampment, or at least a sign. 5G is a beast system, it says on this encampment here on the southeast corner of the intersection of Hollywood and La Brea.
Let's take a big picture!
Oops, the sun is back in play and I'm gonna have to get away from the sun. So a large portion of the crowd is now marching south on La Brea. And a group of LAPD bicycle officers are waiting here at the corner of Hawthorne and La Brea. Interesting. Members of the protest are thanking LAPD officers, not something I've seen lately. And you have crowd following traffic laws, at least in part, waiting at the red light with the officers parked here. I haven't heard a lot of talk about China here, but I think someone has brought up China. I think a man on a megaphone saying we're going to Hollywood High School. Multiple Q signs. What limited mainstream media coverage there's been of this movement has seemed to focus on QAnon, and what limited coverage I've seen has been quite negative.
Run traffic pass, everybody. Don't get in this way, run traffic pass.
He pulled up there.
Again, guys, I'm trying to stay in the shade as much as possible. The phone has already overheated twice today, causing interruptions of the broadcast, and I'm trying to avoid that happening again, so I'm not shooting at some of the angles I would normally shoot. We're now at La Brea and Sunset. I might have incorrectly said Sunset instead of Hollywood Boulevard once or twice. The march started on Hollywood Boulevard and then made its way to La Brea, turned left, headed south at La Brea, where we are now.
It's still a lot of stuff.
All right. La Brea and Sunset, turning left, heading east on Sunset. Excuse me, west. Yeah, no, east. Sorry, guys. There's a Q sign. Chances are kids are not for sale as the protesters turn left off of La Brea onto Sunset, heading east. I haven't heard anything about spirit cooking yet, but probably there's someone with something to say about spirit cooking.
Tell Sam and Scotty the Kid, keep the good work up and stay true. Tinfoil Hat Show. Yeah. Save the kids.
There's another Q flag. Someone riding on a motorbike. Someone's carrying a Pizzagate sign up ahead. Let's see if we can get a look at it. What does the other side of your sign say? Thanks. I'm live on YouTube. You want to pop on?
What's your name?
Josh Friedman.
Oh, awesome.
My channel's Josh Friedman. You want to say what brings you out today?
Oh, yeah. Just the injustice that's been done to all the children. The elites are literally responsible for all the child disappearances. Just to show support for the ones that doesn't have a voice, right? So yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to hustle over to the shade here. Sorry. We're out front of Hollywood High School. Try to give you a picture of the size of the crowd, and then head.
Over here. I need everybody down there to come over here. We're going to take one gigantic picture. I need everybody in this picture. I need all you guys to lay it up and get in. And also, this is the best way to read it. Read right before we start going.
Sounds like this is just going to be a pause in the march. The crowd's going to take a photo in front of Hollywood High School.
I'm not a
Everybody, 1 second.
I'm trying to keep the phone from overheating, just FYI. I'm not gonna have as good angles as normally, because this phone is at risk of overheating again. Trying to just hide out under a tree.
Before we take these pictures, we are going to be silent for 20 seconds for all of the kids right now that are in fucking cages that we need to get out. Get out! I need everybody inside. I'm so sorry. I need everybody to be quiet. Hey, you guys down there? Tell them. One minute.
Hey, Scotty!
It will take 20 seconds to have it. Scotty! Yes, sir. Scotty, get over here. Come here.
Oh, there are people in the middle of the street also. So large crowd.
Hey, everybody! Okay, hold on one second. All right, hold on. Check it out.
Large crowd gathered in front of Hollywood High School.
You want this? Say please. Alright, so, I'm gonna set a timer to make sure.
Talk your truth.
Give me 1 minute, you guys. Alright, we're gonna do a 20-second.
People standing with signs in the middle of the Boulevard also. One sign I saw says Pizzagate on it. Real menu, something chill. That lady was screaming something about CPS in support of the protesters. There are people on both sides of Sunset Boulevard as well as the street, but mostly people are gathered in front of Hollywood High School on the north side of Sunset.
You are my brothers and sisters. Johnny! Each other like sons. Let's take a picture! Johnny! Johnny! I just got amazing grace sent me off. I just got a new haircut. I was like, let's get out of here. Hey, guys, let's take this picture. Let's all get in. Scotty, get up here. Brothers and sisters, not the people. Everybody look that way. They're going to take pictures. Look this way. All right, you guys, everybody with a phone or a camera. This is the Bible moment. This is the moment that spreads the awareness more than it's ever been spread. Because the picture spreads awareness, and that's what's most important. I believe in that you're doing a good thing.
There's a news reporter. This man in the red has a news microphone. Looks like it's Fox 11, but I'm not positive. Oh, maybe not.
If God is real, so is the devil. If God is real, I'm just here. How do you win? This is really a deal on those things too. Let's continue the march, guys. Let's get it. Thank you. This is coming from the heart. That's the real question. How do they exist in the first place? How can a human being
Trying to hang out under this tree as long as possible.
a child human being? How, right? The question how, the answer is this. A demon has taken their heart. He's leading you away. He doesn't want you to red pill. He doesn't want you to know the truth. But remember that
How many people would you say are here?
is vanity. You don't need to prove you're here. We see you. God sees you.
I don't know, maybe
Remember, prophets will come before his return. Prophets will come.
I think definitely more than 1,000.
but I'm not sure if more than 2,000.
I'll tell you what's coming.
Annabelle's estimating maybe 1,500 people here. I'd say a couple thousand would be a pretty safe bet.
They want to defund Hollywood.
Oh, there's a lot of Q shirts and signs. Lots of Trump shirts, or Trump apparel, I should say, not just shirts. I'm seen multiple Pizzagate signs. Quite a few defund Hollywood. I've even seen some defund Hollywood shirts. Also defund Pedowood I've seen. Oh, there's a Time magazine mock cover saying arrest Hillary Clinton. Or arrest this bitch. I saw a Hillary shirt or sign a little while ago. Child Lives Matter is a common chants sign as well. This woman's shirt says, I only kneel for God. Oh, and I missed the rest. I saw one man walking around filming with a Black Lives Matter hat on. The protest seems to be fairly anti-Black Lives Matter based on some of the remarks I've heard people making. This little girl is a protect me sign. Alright, let's catch up with the crowd.
Not the one at the front leading. Remember that as you follow your leader. And Jesus said, your leader will be the most quiet among you. Jesus said, your leader will be in the back corner watching, silently listening, observing your agenda. Hey, what is that guy in this guy?
You have some people across the street on a boarded up drink shop. Spraying save the children in pink. Save the children. Rainbow Gadsden flag.
Tonga. Yeah, that's what's right, we know. Yeah, we're called Business Leaders LA. If you get the time, you check us out on Instagram because... Okay. Find me because I get caught up, like, Christian. My name is Christian Steele.
Oh, this guy's gonna give an interview.
I am a prophet. I have come to give you messages from God. God has a plan. God has plan makers. We don't know where each other is. So we must go to the streets to be found by others. Because God does not tap a group. He works one mind at a time. He works to enlighten one mind at a time. Because God rules your heart and the devil rules your brain. And God knows he can't convert every
brain at once until you've accepted him in your heart. That's why he goes one at a time. So if you want prophecy, you should understand that today, 3 o'clock, counter-protesters will fight in the streets of Beverly Hills. And everyone should go there to protect that city. Because Beverly Hills is still a part of America. And America is a place we must protect. America is our country. America is the country I was born in. By law, I am a citizen.
It's a red light. Do we cross on red light?
If I am a citizen of America, then I will protect America.
Since we're stopped at a red, would you mind giving me a brief interview? I'm live on YouTube.
Sure.
My name's Josh Friedman.
Hi, Josh. Hi.
All right, there we go. What brings you out today?
I'm here to save the children, save the babies. I want to go out to Netflix and protest the new pedophilia show called Cuties, because 11-year-olds should not be twerking on video, because that's just wrong and disgusting. I don't care if that TV show or movie got an award at Sundance. The person who formed Sundance is a pedophile who got convicted since 11-year-old. So yeah, they should be defunded.
How pervasive is pedophilia in Hollywood?
It's rampant. It's so rampant. It's
Based on what?
based on things I've heard from white man says we cross the street now.
All right, I'll cross the street.
We got 15 seconds, you guys. 15 seconds. Just, you know, have you heard of Pizzagate?
The audience likely has as well, although there are a lot of skeptics.
And then, you know, you see people, you know, I've never heard anybody, not even my friend, talk about, oh, pizza is so good. Like pizza, I like pizza. That's just so weird and wrong.
Let's see if we could continue that interview. I'm not sure. You can, if she wants it. I'm live streaming. I'm not sure what they're taking down, but let's see if she can. Would you mind sharing what evidence there is that at that pizza parlor there was actually human trafficking?
Okay, well, I can't go into all the details right now because I'm doing a whole bunch of different things, but the evidence I got from watching Corey Feldman, the things that's been going on with Tom Hanks, the things that's been going on with Oprah Winfrey, the things that's been going on with Ellen, with Jennifer Aniston, with Chrissy Teigen, with John Legend. The list goes on and on. Just look at things that they've posted. Do you think that Chrissy Teigen should have posted something about how she wants a little girl to sit on her lap because she thinks that's hot? That's disgusting. That's very disgusting. We had a person, a director, talk about how his nice new leather shoes looked, and someone complimented him. They want to ask about where the little girl was from The Shining. Not The Shining, Lord have mercy. From Poltergeist. Yeah, that's a problem. Jeffrey Epstein. I'm sure you've heard all of Jeffrey Epstein. Anything that's going on with Ghislaine Maxwell. That's a huge problem. It's a problem.
So you think it's
everything that's going on with Wayfair, with Amazon? It's a problem. But everybody wants to close their eyes to it. They think it's okay. It's not okay.
Why do you think most people want to close their eyes to it?
Because they don't want to believe it's real, or they're just so up the Democrats' ass that they just don't want to listen to it. They think it's just all bullshit, but it's real. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There's lots of cursing on the channel. The channel's demonetized. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, I apologize. I get a little emotional.
This is a Save the Children's
wait,
march,
hold on.
so.
Where is my child? There's my child. Okay.
Feel free. Free speech here. Until YouTube deletes the video, I guess.
Right.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, basically just, you know, just out here saving the kids from pedophilia, saving the kids from child sex trafficking. And if you want to know more about who I am, you can follow me on Instagram. I am the Compton Loudmouth. That's who I am.
Slowly, so we can hear that clearly.
The Compton Loudmouth.
On Instagram.
On Instagram.
Okay.
That's who I am. If you want to know more information about who I am and what I do and where I'll be, if you guys want to talk to me, you know, either on there or on DM, you want to know about what I'm going, where I'm doing and what's going on, hit me up.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, bye.
Let's get back in the shade if possible. Here's someone saying this is the real pandemic. I've seen one of those signs as well. That child trafficking is the real pandemic. It was something like that. Pedophilia or child trafficking, the real pandemic. Somehow, I need to keep this phone from overheating. And I don't know if I can afford to stop at red lights. At least if there's...
Wait till the white man tells you to go.
If there's
White man says go, then you go. White man says go, you can go.
white man says, "Oh, we can go." That was the lady I just interviewed, referring to the white stick figure that was on the traffic light.
You stop.
Now you guys all know I'm not racist, so you know this.
Back. The phone overheated again. Are we back? Can you see the picture? Who is in here? Someone's saying back. Can you see the picture? One person. All right, two people. Then I guess we're good. My apologies again. Again, the phone overheated.
Put God first! Put God first! Oh, thank you. Yeah, we need snacks. How about it? Here, bro.
I believe that means save the children. Crowd is still marching east on Sunset. Thank you, Console, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you to everyone who's been tuned in for this broadcast and who's been patient with the technical difficulties. There's been some hot weather in Los Angeles and California lately.
Save our children. Again. If you don't scream, we can't hear those babies dying. Save our children. Save our children. Again. Save our children. If you don't scream, neither do those babies.
So this family has matching Trump 2020 hashtag Stop Human Trafficking shirts.
I started my kids from the beginning. Why you can't have a chocolate bar?
But I don't want to say that to them because it's almost going to make them look like but I know what he's saying.
I believe we're approaching the CNN building here in Hollywood. I think the CNN building is about a block and a half ahead of us. That might be a stop on the march. Here's a man with a Q sign in the street.
Yeah, I'm standing out of parking lot.
I'd like to interview him, but not at the risk of the stream crashing again. Not because of what he'd have to say, but because of the heat. Yeah, there's CNN straight ahead. can't imagine CNN's going to be too sympathetic, if any, of this protest. This is the CNN building here in Hollywood. This car says hashtag save children on it. Looks like there are some protesters in the middle of the street outside the CNN building. So this is the CNN building, and it looks like the and this shade is brought to me by CNN. Defund CNN is the chant.
Good to see you. You too,
I guess this should give you a better picture of the size of the march. You can see CNN headlines running on this ticker on the front of the building. like the march is about to continue. And the march continues, moving east, in front of the CNN building on Sunset Boulevard. Oh, it looks like there's an ambulance trying to make its way through. Or maybe he's showing support? I can't tell what's going on with this. It doesn't look like there's any vehicle or traffic blocking the ambulance. Oh, maybe there is. I can't really tell. The ambulance driver seemed to be putting his hand up. I couldn't tell what exactly was happening. There are many Trump flags, not just one. At least many Trump signs and hats and shirts.
Babies can't. If you don't chant, babies can't. Save our children again. Save our children again. Save our children again. Save our children again. Save our
I'm fine with restreaming. Yes, I'm fine with restreaming. There's a Trump beanie. Lots of Trump apparel out here. Man on the microphone's talking about CPS taking kids.
demonic people to put their clothes and drink their blood.
Exactly. 88% of the sex trafficking.
This man right here is taking a photo flipping off CNN. I'm hanging out in the shade momentarily to try to keep this broadcast alive.
CPS has my child. I'm very known to every day I fight against CPS. Yes, it's called Brave News. Brave News.
Say that brave our children.
Protecting the Brave News. We fight CPS.
Save our children.
Thank you. Look up Brave News.
I was scared. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get
Look
into
us
this.
Look us up on
Look us up.
Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
Undercover.
You see our story about our kids.
Excuse me.
Yes.
My name's Josh Friedman. I'm live on YouTube right now.
Thank you.
Could you explain your case? What happened to you with CPS?
My aunt was a director of CPS. She took my daughter and had a fake report that she made up, and then later they found out that she raped my child, and my child's been missing 7 years.
Your aunt
Yes, worked with a director with CPS and took my child.
who raped your child?
Her name is Shirley Black in Lancaster, California, yes. And this happened 7 years ago. Then when I went to Congress last year, SWAT came to the house and removed my other 3 children to retaliate against me. 88% of the sex trafficking comes from CPS and foster care. No judge, no jury, no evidence. And make us the child to the moratorium and open up all the cases.
You testified before Congress?
Yes, we all sent in affidavits to Congress. Like 2,000 parents got together. Parents that lost their children for 3 Cheerios on the ground. Literally. Look this up. 88% of sex trafficking comes from CPS. It's a sex trafficking ring.
Is your case local Los Angeles CPS?
Yes, in Lancaster, California. Yes, sir. So I'm trying to get the word out. Thank you for even talking to me. My name is Toriano Knuckleberger. You can look me up. My company is Brave News, and I expose CPS and foster care for supplying the pedophiles. That's where they're getting the kids from. Is CPS and foster care. Oh yeah, CPS movies. Also, you can check it out because we're making a documentary about CPS supplying the pedophiles.
When you say supplying the pedophiles, are you talking about foster parents that's adopted out to, or who?
All of that. What's happening right now? They have 500,000 American children, with the parents only having criminal charges 2%. They have 500,000 children, with only 2% of the parents being charged with the crime.
You mean 2% of the children? 2% of the children who were taken away came from parents who are actually criminally charged.
So they've had my son and all my children now, and I was never charged with the crime.
Yeah, what was the reason for taking your children?
My aunt did it, who's a director that works with them.
I'm familiar with some CPS cases.
Okay.
They often give 1 reason, 10 reasons. Did they give a reason?
She had a fake report that said I was abusing my daughter. The report was found to be fake 7 years ago. CPS didn't care about that being fake, and they wrote taking my children away under fraud. So we have all the evidence there. We presented it to the judge, and they just ignored it. And they just went ahead and took the children. Now that's happened to 500,000 parents. 2% of the parents have a criminal charge. The rest of the parents, kids are just gone. So you can look into this. 88% of the sex trafficking children in this country come from CPS and foster care. Foster care provides 60% of child prostitution. Camilla D. Harris had just said that. 60% of child prostitutes come from foster care. So at this level of high of sex trafficking and child prostitution, it's time to shut them down.
Yay.
So look that up if you can. Look up our case. Look up Punished for Protecting or CPS movie Brave News. And see all the cases.
Brave News is where people find you?
Yes, that's my company's Brave News. And like I said, hundreds of thousands of parents are in this movement. And we're trying to tell everybody, it's cool to focus on Epstein, but we want to focus on where are the children coming from. And they're coming from CPS. No judge, no jury, no evidence for you, and it's a private business. They're not a government business. They have a Dun & Bradstreet number. They have corporate credit. It's like McDonald's took my son, to be honest, if you look into it. So you said you're a little bit familiar with that.
Yeah.
You know they're a private business. They have a Dun & Bradstreet number.
Who does?
CPS. They have a Dun and Bradstreet number.
So you
They're
can
a private corporation.
You can find me online. My name's Josh Friedman. I write for Confrontational. I've written stories about CPS in the past.
Oh, we have stories for you. You'd be a.
But if I'm not familiar with this location. If you want to send it to me, you can find.
I will. And then, like I said, when Gabriel Fernandez died, same CPS office. Where Anthony Avalos died, same CPS office. Those workers all got off. So we like every year is a dead child from out there.
All right, I'm gonna catch up with.
Thank you. Yeah, I
catch
got
You're welcome.
We gotta tell. I just want to tell everybody, 88% of sex trafficking comes from CPS.
What's up, my brother?
How you doing again, man?
All right, guys, we're gonna catch up with the march now.
Whatever's going on, damn CNN. I know. CNN.
Yeah, my friends are like way up there.
Is there any traffic coming here? I'm just crossing the street.
Like your shirt.
It looks like the protesters are turning left on Vine, heading back to where the march began at Hollywood and Vine, I think. Phone's not charging. Should be charging now.
Here's an art light there.
I used to go here. I don't presume it's open right now.
Your phone's getting wet too, by the way.
I think I might need to take my phone for a bath.
We just
They
did
wanted
that. That's
on
going to turn
Hollywood,
into
they
that.
should also cut out this art light theater.
Well, I'll ask you about, if you want to talk about that at the end, I'll ask you about, I'm talking to Annabelle right now.
This is what happens when you wear, jean shorts.
Annabella's hot. It's really hot out here today. I think it's just about noon or something.
Dude, I saw you.
It's not that hot. It's been hotter for the past week, but the heat has not been friendly to this broadcast.
Red pill, everybody, red pill. Take that red pill, okay? It'll wake you up.
We're trailing a
All right?
Trump flag toward the back of the march as we the man on the mic behind us was saying, as he was giving some religious spiel, he was saying that it's his prophecy that protesters and counter protesters are going to be clashing with one another in Beverly Hills today. This guy doesn't like the Trump flag. Does anyone know about a Beverly Hills protest today? If so, do you want to pop on the? I'm live on YouTube right now.
Oh, right on.
You want to say what brings you out today? Oh, here we go. We've got a nice large Trump. Man with the Trump flag. What brings you out today?
Actually, what brings me out today is definitely in support of my president, but really what I'm out here is about is saving the kids, saving the children from all these pedophiles in Hollywood and the global elite, man. We're on to them. We know what's up. We're here to put them on notice that their reign of terror is over. We're taking our kids back, and they're done.
What is up? Some people are talking about Epstein. Some people are talking about CPS. What's going on with pedophilia and specifically in Hollywood?
Go for it. So here's the deal. Every year in the United States, over 400,000 children go missing. There's a large network of pedophiles that operate at the highest levels in both government and the entertainment business, people in power, and they utilize these children as a form of currency to trade it in amongst themselves. They also perform, there's satanic groups that perform ritual sacrifices to gain power from sacrificing children. It's sick, it's disgusting, and it's real, and people need to know about it. People need to be waking up, and we need to start doing something about it. And that's why me and a couple thousand people, it look like, are out here today to bring attention to this very issue.
Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people don't know or understand that what you're talking about dates back thousands of years with the wealth. It dates back to the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah.
This man behind me is saying these issues date back to Sodom and Gomorrah. I'd be interested. Okay, someone's saying, Consul's saying Beverly Hills rally 3 p.m. Santa Monica and Beverly. Let's pay attention. Annabelle, let's try to let's try to confirm whether there's a rally in Beverly Hills at 3 p.m.
I heard that multiple times.
Yeah, but let's try to actually figure it out. Oh.
You should take the red pill.
All but take the red pill.
Let's take the red pill.
All take the red pill.
Cannon's life mattered. Yes, that's right. Cannon's life mattered. Here's some red pill shit for y'all to swallow. All lives matter.
We're at the tail end of the protest march, that is. I want to head north a block to Hollywood and Vine, where I think there's a large group of protesters.
Save our children. Take the red pill, people. Take the red pill. Look it up on Twitter. Hashtag red pill. If you don't know yet, wake up. Wake up. Check that red pill out, baby. Check it out. Check it out. Because right there you got the veil on your eyes, everybody. Even the people that want to face somebody like Chants.
Yep, the protest has made its way back to Hollywood and Vine, and there are a lot of people marching and occupying the intersection. People in all four corners of the intersection of Hollywood and Vine, like when the protest started.
I don't know.
we met before?
Nah, I follow you on YouTube.
What's your name?
Alberto.
Nice to meet you, Alberto.
Nice to meet you too, man.
A good pedophile, a dead pedophile. Our children are not for
Light turns for pedestrians, and the intersection gets flooded with protesters. Few protesters. Few protesters in the middle of the intersection. Traffic going by.
Get out of the street!
Looks like this woman is actually driving this vehicle and kicking the horn. While standing out of the sunroof and filming. Quite a multitasker and giving an interview. This man's saying, don't vote for Pedo Joe. This man's Fuck Pedowood shirt on the back says pedophilia is not a sexual orientation. back to the shade. Now you have protesters directing traffic. Let's see if I can get an interview with this lady. I'm live on YouTube. Can you tell people why you're out here?
We're here to save the children. We're here to stop the pedophilia. We're here to drain the swamp.
What are some of the examples of pedophilia that's pervasive in society?
Oh, it's everywhere. Take Hollywood now. Right here in Hollywood and back.
I'm live also.
All right, gotta go. Okay, examples of pedophilia? Well, it's everywhere, but all over around here. I don't even know what to say. Love the drone up there. I love that everyone came out. The media is trying to smuggle, put a damper on this. Facebook, every social outlet, and we're still connected. Where we go one, we go all. We are together. We band together. We're saving our kids. We're draining the swamp. And I got the whole roadblock. Look behind me. This is crazy. Good?
How long are you going to stay out here?
I don't know, for a little bit.
All right, well.
Until the police make me leave.
Good luck. You're multitasking pretty well.
Thank you. All right, guys. Save America. Go U.S. Best country. Best nation. Thank you, Donald Trump. We love you and we're sorry about your brother.
Thank you. Now I'm caught in the middle of traffic. All right, I think I'm back now. Once again, the phone overheated. I've had technical difficulties relaunching it, but I think we're back now. For whoever is still tuned in, can you please let me know whether or not the picture's back? All right, I'm getting it back. That's exciting. Again, the phone overheated. I think that's the 4th time. And I've had technical difficulties relaunching the stream, but looks like we're back now. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you for being patient, and I apologize for these technical difficulties. The crowd is still at the intersection of Hollywood and Vine.
children. Save our children.
Fighting. I want to see what this guy's sign says. Excuse. My stream's gone out 4 times. I'm back on now, but anytime I step out in the sun, it's a risk of going out. Excuse me. Can I see what your sign says? Fighting pedophilia is more important than fighting racism. Change my mind. I'm live on YouTube. You want to explain that? Let's flip the camera.
I'm not saying that racism is not important, but unfortunately, there are children dying every day. Children are being abused. 2,000 kids come up missing every day. That is the real pandemic. Racism can wait. We need to take care of this situation. Minorities are not oppressed. We have all the rights that everyone else has. These kids don't. Period.
Which kids are we talking about? CPS
taking kids? All the kids have been kidnapped, trafficked, abused. Even the ones that get adopted, they don't have a voice. Some of those are being abused also.
Thank you. Anything else you'd like to say?
Trump 2020.
Thank you. All right, guys, I'm staying in the shade just to avoid the stream going out again. The phone's overheated 4 times during this broadcast. Hi, Olympius. Thank you for tuning in. Not your typical demonstration in Hollywood. People are still on all 4 corners of the intersection of Hollywood Boulevard and Vine. And when the light becomes green for pedestrians like now, some protesters march into the middle of the intersection. Vanessa, there are quite a few cars that have been driving by with supportive signs and flags, but there could also be other drivers who are just honking and they don't know exactly what they're honking at. check Twitter for that?
We got water. Water on every corner. There's water on every corner. Grab a water. Grab a water. Grab a cold water. Snacks. We have water and snacks on every corner. There's water and snacks on every corner. Water and snacks. What other movement is like this? No movement is like this. And why is it like this? Because of the innocence of the children. And that's what we're trying to keep here. We're trying to keep our babies innocent. They do not need to learn about sex at 4 years old. They do not need to learn about sexual orientation at 6 years old. That's indoctrination. They're trying to reprogram our brains and our children. If it was up to them, consent would be 10 years old. They would literally make consent 10, 11, 12 years old. I'm a 30-year-old man and I look at an 18-year-old girl and I see a baby still. So there's no excuse. There is no excuse. No excuse. There's no excuse. Hollywood needs to stop trying to normalize pedophilia because it's not going to fucking happen. Same with Netflix. We know what you're up to. Somebody had to sit in that fucking office and say, oh, we should make a movie with 11-year-old girls discovering their sexuality by twerking. That is the definition of indoctrination. That is the definition. They're trying to pull the sexuality out of a girl who is a girl and not a woman. They're trying to sexualize our babies, you guys. And it won't happen. And this is proof. This is an exponential growth. This doesn't add 1 plus 1 plus 1. It's 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus it's exponential growth and it's never going to stop. And it starts now and it will never end. We will never stop. Here's a little secret. Hugh Hefner, CIA agent. Right? Let me, yep, true. Facts, yep. Hugh Hefner, CIA agent. He had tunnels underneath the Playboy Mansion. Right? Where he trafficked children. He had young women for elites to go. Right? Now everything is recorded, right? Everything's recorded, right? So Hollywood's game is blackmail. Hollywood's game is blackmail. They blackmail you. Hugh Hefner had everybody blackmailed. And now here's where it connects. Follow the white rabbits. Playboy. Follow the white rabbits. Playboy's emblem and logo. Symbolism will be their downfall. Now, are we right? We're not going to let Hollywood normalize pedophilia. Not here. Not now. And not ever. I want everybody to leave here. And I want you to tell everybody how peaceful this march was. Was this not a peaceful march? Was this not a peaceful march? It was beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. This is America for real, right here. Yeah, this is America, right here. Every ethnicity, color, background. We're here for the babies because those are our children. Just because they're a different skin color doesn't make they belong to humanity. Yes, we are the adults. We are their adults now. We're retired babies. We are retired children. So how are you not going to stand up for your own? That's what we got to do right now. How are you not going to stand up for your own? Oh, it's easy to sit back. That's not my baby. Yeah, fucking is. And if it's not your baby now, it'll be your grandbaby. Mark my fucking words. We're trying to save their fucking bloodline. The people that hate us, we're trying to save your fucking bloodline. You're welcome. ending it. This is where we're ending it. I want you guys to connect with everybody. Connect with me. My name is Scotty the Kid. You can go look me up online. A lot of communities are getting everything twisted and talking shit on me on the internet because I want to have a peaceful rally. They thought. Hey guys, let's give it up for Scotty here. This man right here, let me tell you, I've known this man for a while. He's not associated with any fucking corporation. He's not associated with any group. Not Antifa, not Q. He's a man who stood up and got all you people here. Yes. A man that's standing up like you are. There's no conspiracy here. This is not a conspiracy. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. And I'm going to say this. This isn't about politics. This isn't about who you're voting for. This isn't about anything other than there are children who need our voice. I don't care who you support or what you do. If you want to do good and you want to put your voice out, so the children can't talk, speak up. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear it for Scotty.
Why does this sound like a Hollywood film?
Don't let them silence you, man. Don't let them silence you. Go on Instagram, join Scotty the Kid on Instagram. That is our rally point. That is our content point. At Scotty the Kid. At Scotty the Kid. I love you guys. My handle is Scotty the Kid. Scotty with a Y. The reason I go by Scotty the Kid, I have a bunch of music videos and music out. Different shit. The reason I go by Scotty the Kid is the creative adult is the kid that never died. And that piece of inspiration that you get when you're excited about doing a piece of art, even as an adult, doesn't it take you back to when you were a kid? Doesn't it make you feel like you're a kid again when you get inspired and excited about something? Because that's part of the conditioning. We lose that part of us. We lose that side of us. It's the conditioning. It's the TV. It's the food. It's all the bullshit. All the distractions. So the longer you stay a kid, the more in touch you are with your spirit and your energy and your creativity. And so that's why I've always gone by Scotty the Kid. And coincidentally, I'm trying to now save the kids. Hell yeah! So, hell yeah! Alright, I'm gonna drop some real shit. This is your life. Don't be living a lie. We live and die. We struggle and fight. Be humble, be light. We human. Make movement. Improvement, influence. Get to it. No excuses. Nothing is impossible. It's quite the opposite. Be on top of it. Watch it switch. What you wish now exists. That's exactly how it is. It's magic. You have to imagine what it would be like to have it. And then it happens. You predict it, but do not be ignorant. Society's hidden. Whores for women. Are you kidding? You swallow my children just for a mention. Do anything for attention because you lack of affection. Now you're infected. This trend you were setting. We've accepted. Wake up, regret it, but we all sinned. Forget it. Alright, last one. If I live till I'm 100, I'm a quarter of my life. The creative adult is the kid that never died. That's me and that's us. We the boys and girls that were left, that were lost. We lost boys. Where's my lost girls? Can't come up alone. I'm bad to the bone. The people you surround yourself to this who you condone. So I'm with Bostage and Models, Tony Sopranos, no Naomi Campbell's. I stay a vandal. I'm smashing down the street like the man with the ice cream. Be the cream of the crop. Give it all you got, no matter what. Manifest your life, relax. You'll be cool, kid. You ain't that stupid. The struggle made the movement. Catch a groove, man. The work never ends, even when you quote unquote make it. This game will leave you naked. Just fly taking a road, hated, broken, jaded. Keep your mind aimed at the bullseye. Do not get sidetracked by what's between his eyes. Otherwise, he looks you in his eyes. Our own agenda in his own mind. His promises are lies. Everybody's wrong, right? Alright, and officially, that's the last thing. I'm gonna drop the bars. We're gonna wrap this up. I officially, as of yesterday, have the paperwork to start my own organization. It is, yes, for this whole movement. So I want everybody involved in it. The name of my organization is called Stop Kidding. You can go to stopkidding.org. So that's now, anytime somebody tries to interrupt you in conversation, you go, hey, stop kidding. This is serious. You feel me? You feel me? Stop kidding. They're gonna stop fucking kidding in a minute here because they're gonna see all of this. I love you guys. Everybody get home safe. I'm so thankful for all of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
get a sandwich, go get a bag of chips. Thank you for coming.
Alright, you guys, I'm gonna do a prayer before we leave. If that's cool. If that's cool. You guys get in close, I'm gonna do a little prayer. I want all you guys to get in here. Because I definitely, that energy that we felt today came from God, nowhere else. And like I told you, like I said, a child woke up somewhere today in a situation that we're fighting against, and they felt a little bit of hope. They don't know why, but it's because of us. I can promise you that. We may never know exactly how far and how much we're affecting people, you know? All right, so you guys, we're gonna say a prayer.
Get on our knees.
You can, if you want to get on your knees, you're more than welcome to get on your knees. I'm not telling anybody to do that. Soldiers, I appreciate that too. So, all right. Dear Lord, about 2 months ago, you spoke to me. You spoke to me. You told me that you were healing. You told me that the planet was healing. I could feel the difference. I could literally feel the energy. Your energy felt different. I connected to you, and it felt different. You said, I'm healing. I said, that's beautiful. And then after that, God said, I can't finish healing as long as this is happening to the baby. And so we can no longer get to the next part of our community, you guys. If we don't stop this now, we won't make it. We won't make it because these babies are our future. These babies are our future, you guys. What kind of human beings do you expect to come out of a situation that's been neglected and they've been hurt and beat, and we're here? And God said, go out there, have a voice, stand up even if it's just you, but stand up and say something. And that saved me. I never heard God speak to me that clearly. He said, stand up. If you stand up, everything will be so easy for you. Watch how easy I make this for you if you follow my will. 4 days before I went to New York, I didn't know how I was going to make signs. I was thinking about the signs being made. Someone DMs me hours later. I work for a sign company. What do you need? This is real. God is real. God is showing himself to me day by day by day. And we are here and we are standing up for what is right, and we're on the right side of history. And we need to end this, and our babies deserve to have their innocence and their future. This is wrong. This needs to stop. This is wrong. Amen. We need to stop it, and it starts with us. It starts with us. I love you guys. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
We're on the right side, you guys. Hillary Clinton and all those people are on the side of the devil. That is not us. We do not accept Satan, the devil, Lucifer, fucking whatever we call them. We do not accept that into our consciousness. Absolutely not. We accept pure love and light and God only.
Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight.
Fight the good fight.
Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight.
Do not bring religion into this, because at the end of the day, the Pope is allowing priests to molest your kids. The Pope is one of the biggest leaders of the sex trafficking ring. Thank you for bringing that up, because you're right. And you know what? The Pope is going to get his God is not. In the Satanic Bible, it literally says, do not harm little children by any means necessary. Thank you. Hell yeah. The red bottom. Put your nose about the red bottom. Who knows about the red bottom? Look at us.
Let's get out of the street, guys. We don't want to make a bad example. We have snacks right here, water and snacks. Let's go over here.
buildings that their feet have stepped on. That is really fun, but it's disgusting.
CPS next to American children. 500,000 children gone. It's ridiculous. No judge, no jury, no evidence. Simply academic
Awesome.
I see you in like 10 times.
All right, you guys, let's get out of the street. Let's get out of the street.
It's still there too. Great news on Facebook. Great news. All right. On Instagram, it's CPS movie. It's documentaries about 500,000 children.
No, I don't have it.
That's how they're getting
What's your math?
Oh yeah, you can bring that up at the end.
We're just going step by step. Hey, you know what? Not everybody does. That is insane.
I know they have remember the last
See anything online about Beverly Hills? There's probably stuff. There's probably no. It's not confirmed, but there's probably stuff. It's probably stuff on Twitter.
Thank you, police! Thank you so much for your work. We want to fund the police.
Bicycle officers coming by. Briefly, the connection briefly went out.
Freedom rally.
Hold on a second. Connection briefly went out. I think it's back now. Technical difficulties today. Okay, what are we having?
Freedom rally today in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that looks right. Whose post is that?
SafeCalifornia.com.
This looks like an undercover driving by. Maybe it wasn't. Missing front license plate though, a little odd.
Speak up for the voiceless! Stop idolizing celebrities! Stop idolizing their stupid shows! And their sporting events where they don't even stand for the flag! They don't even stand for the flag! What losers! They make how much money and they can't stand for the flag? How dare they kneel for the flag? Time's up! Time's up, pedos! Time's up, pedos!
Looks like there's a vehicle pulling a large sign. Oh, I think that's a Trump sign. Hopefully the broadcast doesn't go out when I walk into the sun.
Nothing can stop what is coming!
Save our children! Trump 2020! Vote for Trump, everyone!
We are the majority!
Let America know that the silent majority won't be silent! Right now, I'm going to tell everybody, keep America great! Take back your town! Take back, hey, I need everybody on the floor! Get off the floor! Get off the floor! Nobody else on the floor! Alright? Okay, we're here. I can't have everybody on the floor for safety reasons. Listen, everybody, it's time that we take back our towns. It's time that we stand up for our rights. There's a lot of good, listen, we're good people here. We know there's a lot of good Democrats out there that just voted straight ticket. They voted the wrong people in. They voted bad politicians in. We need all of us to unite. We need all Americans to unite and vote for Trump agenda candidates. We need conservative. We need to keep our children safe. We need to keep our family values together. We need to stop letting the Democratic elected officials and these Democratic towns let our cities be destroyed. Let's stand up and vote.
Where's my bump stocks?
We're going to come around the corner here. We're going to park and let traffic clear. Trump 2020, you can make a difference. You can make a difference. Get everybody out to vote. Bernie Sanders got screwed twice. Bernie got screwed multiple times. All right? And Bernie got screwed multiple times. We need to let his people know that the Democrats screwed Bernie. Bernie flipped on his supporters. All right? Bernie flipped on his supporters. Trump for president.
Here's something that looks like an ambulance, but it's a Trump 2020 vehicle. I guess I should say another Trump 2020 vehicle.
That's right.
Oh my God!
You know, I know you people, some of you driving by in that aren't Trump supporters, but I know, look at the transparency and the fake news. Look what's going on. Judge someone by their achievements like you want to be judged. Judge someone by their accomplishments like you want to be judged.
I'm afraid this phone's at risk of overheating again.
Let's
try to get in the shade.
The fake news doesn't show you the whole story. You know, you're seeing it. You're seeing Denver being destroyed, Portland being destroyed. You're seeing Los Angeles being destroyed. Yeah.
Oh, they're protesters on the march.
So you guys know, anybody with red blood matters.
Let's see what's happening. We've got bicycle officers. It looks like they're demonstrators in the street up ahead. Yes. We're gonna have a crash here in Hollywood? I don't know, but they're protesters in the street west of here on Hollywood Boulevard.
Scotty's a kid did not want to have the Black Lives Matter protesters walking on the same sidewalk with his school.
Let's see who these are. Maybe they're also Save the Children people. I don't know. Let's see.
I read Brea.
You see Brea? Oh, all right. Maybe here we go.
And like I said.
So over behind us, where we're just departing, at Hollywood and Vine, are Save the Children people. There's LAPD here, street semi-blocked off. Somehow I gotta keep this phone from overheating again. But yeah, I see a Black Lives Matter sign ahead of us. All right, I'm hearing Black Lives Matter chant. Black Trans Lives Matter chant. And I see a Black Lives Matter sign. The two protest groups are about 2 blocks away from one another. With the BLM group right here being smaller than the Save the Children group, at least at the moment.
Bank account and all these people, they're not getting loans.
This is the intersection of Hollywood Boulevard and Cahuenga Boulevard here in Hollywood. The intersection is partially occupied by protesters. You can see protesters directing traffic as most of the middle of the intersection is occupied. Local CBS news crew here.
They did. And I know it's like a very thing to come out here and to be faced with some ignorance from both sides. So I just want to say thank you. Like, you guys all look fucking gorgeous. You guys
You
look
too!
Thank you, thank you. Shut up. Like, you guys just look like you have such beautiful souls. You guys are out here in the scorching ass heat. You are making your voices heard. You're making other people's voices heard. People who couldn't be here today. People who are still recovering from abuse. So it's very important, and you guys are very much appreciated. So what do we want? And when do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
And when do we want it?
Now!
Okay, so I'm gonna say we're not tolerating, and you guys say bullshit. Okay, let your anger out. We're not tolerating. Bullshit. We're not tolerating.
Bullshit!
We are not tolerating.
Bullshit!
Not at all. We're not tolerating.
Bullshit!
We are not tolerating.
Bullshit!
Because she done already had hers, and we is done with that, okay? Woo! Yes! Alright. Black trans lives matter on 1, 2, 3.
Black trans lives matter!
Trans lives, they matter. What?
Trans lives, they matter here!
Trans lives, they matter here!
Trans lives, they matter here!
Whose street?
Our street!
There's a
Our street!
DJ getting set up in the back of a pickup truck here. Also, there's someone moving in with a helmet and a shield among the crowd of protesters. I'm moving to the shade to try to keep this phone from overheating. Now there's a sign, Trump is a pedo.
Specifically our black brothers and sisters who lost their lives in police brutality. So say her name, Breonna Taylor, okay? Say her name!
To reset the scene,
say his name.
Over two blocks this way at Hollywood and Vine, there are the Save the Children protesters. And right over here, we have Black Lives Matter protesters.
Say her name. Say their name. That was the objective. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I love you.
I'm trying to stay in the shade because this phone is overheated and that's knocked out the broadcast 4 times already. But now there's somewhat of a dance breaking out in the intersection of Cahuenga and Hollywood. DJ's getting set up. And I'm gonna hang over here, at least momentarily. We've got now Save the Children group potentially mixing in with the protesters here at the Black Lives Matter group. It looks like the Save the Children protests may be ending, or at least some of the protesters from the Save the Children group may be done and walking to their cars now. And it looks like some of them are going to pass right through here. As people are dancing in the intersection of Hollywood and Cahuenga. And it looks like Save the Children demonstrators are standing and watching as Black Lives Matter protesters dance in the street. Now they're chanting, hey, hey, ho, ho, these Trump supporters have got to go. It looks like at least this group of Trump supporters making its way through the Black Lives Matter protests, no problem. Can you look something up on Twitter?
It is hot out here. Stay hydrated. While we are out here on stolen land, reclaiming our sacred spaces. Los Angeles is supposed to be a refuge for creative and trans people.
Oh, now the Trump people are coming. I shouldn't say Trump people. Save the Children.
Doesn't give a shit about us.
All right, so here, Cahuenga and Hollywood in the intersection are Black Lives Matter protesters. And here comes Save the Children marchers.
I told you this was coming. I told you this was coming. I told you this was coming.
Here's Save the Children marchers.
Victim mentality right here, all victim mentality. Victim mentality.
Someone with a Q flag. Right beside a Black trans lives are sacred banner.
Victim mentality, get that victim mentality and you will succeed. Get it line, everybody wants the front row.
Black Lives, or excuse me, Save the Children marchers walking away on Hollywood Boulevard. Well, a little bit of a confrontation, but just an exchange of words, at least thus far. Looks like there may be a Save the Children marcher with a sign about pedos mixing in among the BLM group. Man with the Q flag riding around on the motorbike.
They think this is a joke!
This isn't a joke, y'all. We're out here because our lives are on the line. And that is going to be love
Were you at the Save the Children march?
Yeah, I was actually.
Are people still over there, or is everyone left?
No, there's probably 100 people left.
Oh, so most people left.
Yeah, most people left this close.
Are they coming this way, or are they mostly going other ways?
I'd probably going every which way, to be honest with you. I've seen some people going down this way. I've seen individuals going that way.
I was with the march the whole time up until 15 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago. I came over here.
Right on, right on.
Got a couple guys with Trump hats on the edge of the Black Lives Matter gathering. Let's see. Would you mind explaining the protest?
Sure, I'd love to explain the protest. There was a person that was beaten and videotaped being beaten that was a black trans woman, and this is in protest of her rights and for her justice. So, I mean, it's black lives, but it's all black lives, it's trans lives.
Okay, I didn't realize that. So this is a similar.
This is where it happened.
Okay,
this is the intersection. That's the relevance there.
This is the same incident that there was a protest about a couple days ago, correct?
I'm not sure about
With
that. I don't know.
I believe a homeless man was arrested. What I read in the news for assaulting three trans people, I believe. Is that
I think
the
there's
same
two
incident?
people that I don't know if it's the same incident, but I know they've caught two people, supposedly charged two people with but it was videotaped and shared casually. That's also, part of the protest, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I believe that's the same incident.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I haven't heard of multiple incidents similar like that, so yeah.
You want to share your personal thoughts on that today?
I think it's interesting, the extreme clashes. It's no surprise. I mean, it's hard to take anybody with QAnon information serious. you know, it's like saying flat earthers are real. You know, I mean, flat earth is real. Like, you know, like that's just far-fetched to me. So, I don't know. It's hard to receive the Trump message or the, you know, top message back there when the QAnon message is interwoven between it, you know. That's all.
Thank you very much. And as we're speaking, more Save the Children marchers arriving at the intersection of Cahuenga and Hollywood. Doesn't look like there's a confrontation though. So we've got an interesting assortment here. We've got the rainbow flag. It looks like MAGA apparel, or at least American flag apparel. California flag. Now someone has a support the police American flag. So we have two different crowds mixing in somewhat. I didn't realize the incident the woman I was interviewing was describing, in which I believe it was 3 trans women were attacked. I didn't realize that happened at Hollywood and Cahuenga. I thought that happened at Hollywood and Highland, but I'm not sure of that. And I missed a protest that happened a couple nights ago that I tried to get to, but it was already over. Someone else from the Save the Children march in MAGA attire.
Why they block the street? Why they block the street?
I don't know.
Why they blocking the street?
I was streaming the Save the Children march, and then I came over here. You want to pop on my live stream? It's a Trump supporter who's at the Save the Children march was live streaming him, or I mean was talking to him. I don't know if this guy's filming me or what. I can 2 blocks away, if I zoom in, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I can still see Save the Children people walking back and forth in the intersection of Hollywood and Vine carrying signs. Sorry about the poor picture quality. So I guess this is a Black Trans Lives Matter protest, not merely a Black Lives Matter protest. Meanwhile, some Save the Children people remain here in the area. Here's someone with a no pedophilia sign. So somewhat of...
No, that was humor. Okay, I like that. Hey, you know, you're saying that there, he's on the police or going,
behind me. We were here since January.
Here at Hollywood and Cahuenga, it's almost entirely Black Trans Lives Matter protesters. But there are some people who've come over from the Save the Children march in Trump apparel or holding signs speaking out against pedophilia. The Save the Children march has ended, at least the march part. Some of those protesters remain 2 blocks down this way at Hollywood and Vine. Others are making their way right in front of me and about to walk right through the Black Trans Lives Matter demonstration.
I had mixed emotions because I didn't being out of the state of serious now, and primarily being
the action is shifting from the intersection of Hollywood and Vine to over here. That's why I'm over here. More and more people walking away from the Save the Children protests. They're almost all gone. These people and others leaving the Save the Children march, some of them walking right by the Black Trans Lives Matter protest. I don't know if you guys can hear the speech, but I'm trying to stay in as much shade as I can to keep the phone from overheating. Across the street, there's a man with a... As I was about to say, across the street, there's a man with a American flag with a blue line through it in support of the police. This Jeep driver.
Get out of my way,
what did the Jeep driver say?
He said to the trans lady, "Get out of my way, bitch."
And she flipped him off. So, a little testy here. More Save the Children people walking away from Hollywood and Vine and over this direction. A lot of engines revving around here. That last one was a motorcycle.
Because my fist loud, whether it's punching a Trump supporter in the face or standing up for all rights. Matter equals mass and value. So don't let them diminish our mass or lower our value, because we are matter. We're more than matter, we are matter. So beyond this day, every day stand in masses. Creating your value. And don't let anybody try to diminish what we are, who we are, and what we stand for.
Some confrontation involving a car around here. Got protesters directing traffic.
CIS now that can hear this, see this, or is here today, you're supposed to be an ally.
You're supposed to be protecting women and your trans brothers and sisters. I don't give a fuck what you love, where you stand, what you believe in. But what I do know is that I'm fighting with you. What I do know is that every swing that was on a trans brother and sister was against me as well. Every fist that was raised against my brothers and sisters was against me as well. And I don't know about y'all, but I come from a black family. I was told that if somebody swing, I swing back. I fight back. I don't come back to that house until I come back with their blood on my hands, because I'm standing up for me and who I'm with. I'm from Rochester, New York. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but I am from Rochester, New York. And this month, a trans man, Samson, in Rochester, New York, was brutalized and beaten on the east side of Rochester, New York, strictly for identifying with who he identified with. And he had to get facial reconstruction surgery because some pussy found it fitting to put their hands on him. Why the fuck do we have to be attacked by not only the system, not only the police, not only politics, not only religion, but by people who are no higher or lower than us? I should not feel uncomfortable walking down the fucking street. I should not feel judged before I speak. I should not be hated for who I am. And I will not settle and say that this is the time that we're living in. I don't know about y'all, but I'm here to change that shit. I am the fucking generation that's gonna change that shit. Thank you to the family member right there that's going around with the sage to protect this piece of the circle right now. Because we all know that there's nothing but evil around us trying to stop us, right?
Because he's doing more than anybody else, right? He was probably on pedophile. The world wants to weaponize fear and hate. Everything around us is fear and hate. I believe it. This means that we
Put the mask on. No, put the mask on, you have to. They know that they can use fear against us and they silence us with fear.
Hey, slow down.
Fear kills their spirit, bro. When you're fear, when you're living in fear, you're in prison. Your spirit gets rise and spirit. Others in your spirit. Prosperity is in your spirit. Your strength is in your spirit. Trump rally, while we're standing in solidarity, using hate, right? Media using hate, Trump using hate, police using hate, racism, hate. But what we have to do is we have to weaponize love, yo. If they weaponize hate, we gotta weaponize love. That means I love you enough to die for you. That means I love you enough to kill for you. That means I love you enough to not let another motherfucker stand on your neck. That means I love you enough to not let a fucking homophobe attack you. I love you enough to say fuck my camera and I'm putting my fist up. If they weaponize hate against us, we have to weaponize love against them. That's the only way we can fucking win, is if we utilize love. I'm angry as fuck, so I know sometimes being hot-headed, when I see a motherfucker drive through us speeding and try to derail us, part of me wants to fuck some shit up. Part of me wants to knock somebody the fuck out, yes, part of me. But I know that that's the hate that's within me that they want to be inside of me. You notice how they laugh at black people when they're angry? Because that's an example of, yes, that's what they are. See, we just expose who they are. And I'm not saying not be angry. I'm not saying not be angry. Be angry. Be enraged. But don't be full of hate. Don't let your anger fuel hate. Let your anger be so fucking powerful that you hug the person next to you so fucking long and you never want to let them go. Let your anger be so fucking strong that you do not hesitate to let the person next to you know that you love them. That you would do anything to keep them here for as long as they are destined to be. Sorry, I'm moving.
Got a DJ set up in the back of a truck. Again at the intersection of Cahuenga and Hollywood Boulevard. And some remnants of the Save the Children March remain here, including this American flag, supportive of the police, and excuse me, is that 3 o'clock in Beverly Hills happening?
Yes.
And is that also Save the Children, or is it something else?
I heard it was a pro-Trump rally.
Did you hear anything else about it? Or just...
No. Well, with any time there is a pro-Trump rally, I guess this will be my first one that I'm going to. But of course, there's always just be careful and be nice because that's who we are. Hopefully, you know, and a lot of us, you make us mad, and everybody, we're human nature, you know.
You're too cute to get mad today.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you can't.
My feet hurt. I can't get mad today.
Do you want to pop on my live stream? I've got a live stream going, so.
I sure will.
All right, so we started the stream at the beginning of the march back at Hollywood and Vine.
Yes.
I presume you were there back then.
Yes, I was. Save the children.
And how would you describe today's demonstration?
I'm so sorry I can't talk because I've been walking. Today's demonstration has been wonderful. It has been totally peaceful. There were a couple times we were in the streets and the cars were A couple times they honked at us.
Let me flip this around because of the background noise. Okay.
They wanted to get by, and sometimes they wanted to sit there with us and honk their horns. But it has been an awesome experience. This is the first one I've ever been to. And you can see my feed later on if you don't mind. My feed will be on Carla and Company. That's A-N-D Company, Carla with a C, on YouTube. But this is about saving the children. If you want a better future, we have to do better children. How do we do better children? We save the children. Google all the stuff that you've heard, and with an open mind, if you're a praying person, please pray first, because you're gonna see some things that are gonna really rock your socks. But save the children. If you see something, say something. If you see something and don't say something, you're part of the problem. Please be part of the solution. Thank you.
And why come stand out here with the American flag outside this Black Trans Lives Matter demonstration?
Because Black trans that live in America or born in America are American. But actually, the reason I came here, I stood because I didn't know what was going on at first, and my car is up the street. And so I stood and watched, and they're having a peaceful protest in the middle of the street. And, you know, I believe that people matter, children matter, all lives matter, Black people matter, Black children matter, all children matter, everybody matters. Pedophilia also matters, and it's something we need to get rid of. But everybody matters, you guys. What it is just one of the problems that I personally have is when I say all lives matter and Black people matter, Black Lives Matters have came out and said that they are trained Marxists. So that is communism, you guys. That's not America. We live in the land of the free because of the brave. Be free and stand up for all of our rights.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Someone's going to see you stop, and they're going to think, oh, what do I do? We're here today because we forgot what our characters are. We're here today because we forgot what it's like to see everyone around us as brothers and sisters. We're in the city of Los Angeles, the city of angels, the city of dreams, right? There's supposed to be an unimaginable number of creatives here, and yet we're giving the man our power and our money. We're making TV shows, movies, films there. We need to every day. We can't wait for someone to say, here's your movie, here's your platform. This is our platform right here. This was 4 days in the making. Can you imagine what we did if we did this every single day? If we worked every single day to make sure that we had a platform for voices and for people? We just shut down a fucking Trump rally, y'all. Where the fuck are they? Where did they go? Oh, they care about the children so much. Oh, where are they? They don't give a shit about anyone but themselves. And as soon as they saw that we were not intimidated by them, as soon as we turned our backs and we were like, we don't care about you, they left. All they want is attention. All they want is to disrupt this. They can't have this power because it's love. They can't touch this power because it's spiritual. They can't touch this power because it was given to us by our ancestors. And it will not be taken from us so long as we continue to be here every day. Now, we've been opening up the floor for people to speak. I really want to prioritize the voices of any Black, trans, gender non-conforming, femme individuals. But if you feel called to say something, and you feel called to tell your story, I encourage you to be there while the woman speaks to you. Make them present in loud. I can really know what's going on. This one's for you, y'all. This one's for you, because look how beautiful you are. It's hot. We're tired. I'm not going to pay. Our healthcare is strict. Our mayor doesn't care about us. The presidential election doesn't care about us. Nobody cares about us anymore. And that's why we're here. Because nobody else in this city will do the things that we're doing right now. This is a good opportunity to get started. You can have water. You get water if you're hungry. You get some food. We're saying to get some because you know what? It's been too damn long that we have let our trans families go unprotected. It went on for too damn long. Think about it for a second. I need you to really think about it. This barbecue has to go earlier. Who are the black trans women in your life?
Trump is a pedo sign.
Do you have any black trans women in your life? This is them. Why is that? Our rallies before, what will it take for you to commit to the fight for black lives? What will it take for you to commit to the fight for black trans lives? It needs to go beyond the performance. It needs to go beyond hiring people for your entertainment. To get me home. I don't care about it anymore. You start putting money in I want to hear it. Okay? If you have a weekly resolution for something,
Oh, here's a Save the Children demonstrator coming up on the black trans demonstration. It's peaceful over here. All right, I'm gonna head back in the direction of Hollywood and Vine.
That's an interesting Saturday morning in Hollywood. 2 protests.
The one lady who was just speaking in the middle of the black trans demonstration behind us was saying that the black trans protesters' presence scared away the Trump supporters.
No, I don't think so.
the Save the Children's protest had already ended by the time this one was well underway.
Scotty the kid, the leader from the children supporters, he said earlier that the Black Lives Matter supporters should go on the other side of the street and they don't want to share the same street with them.
Nonetheless, it's peaceful over there, and we've seen lots of people walking with their Save the Children protest march signs and Trump signs and Trump gear, and people, as happening right now, film them as they walk away. But
there you can see the Hollywood sign.
That's the Hollywood sign. But there haven't been any physical clashes. Actually, it looks like
they're still protesting.
Yeah, the protest had effectively ended an hour or so ago, but there's still Save the Children protesters out at the intersection of Hollywood and Vine, which we're now half a block away from. It doesn't seem like these two groups are gonna get in any violent scuffles. I think the majority of the people left, the majority of the Save the Children protesters left around 45 minutes ago, something like that. Maybe even an hour ago. But there's a small contingent of them remaining here on all four corners of the intersection of Vine and Hollywood Boulevard. across this way. Most people have left here, but you can still see Save the Children protesters walking back and forth here in the crosswalks. Alright. Oh, let's go right through the middle.
I would say 1% mask wearers from the Save the Children protest.
Let's get to that in a minute, or 5 minutes.
Throw the pedophiles in jail. Stop the pedo. Stop the pedo. Stop the pedo. All pedos are canceled. Do you hear me? We will not be silenced. Defund Hollywood. Wake up, people. This is the time! Listen! Reach out! Hear me! Wake up! Save our children! Doesn't matter your race, your religion! Come on, people! Save our children! Save our children! Save our children!
Welcome to Hollywood.
Defund Pedalwood. Looks like some of LAPD's Hollywood division officers.
The school police are pedophiles!
School police, not...
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
And cannibals too.
There are cases of school officers eating children.
Yeah. Well, all of those are fucking disgusting. All of them.
Okay, here's a woman who knows a thing or two about Hollywood. I'm slightly out of breath, but we're gonna recap what we've seen so far today. Thank you, Olympias. We're gonna recap what we've seen so far.
Look at this. Alright? This is not, and I invented that. They killed the two nephews first in Mexico, and then they disappeared my nieces here in Illinois.
Who killed your nephews in Mexico? LAPD went to Mexico and killed your nephews?
They're fucking mafia. They're straight mafia.
Alright, thank you. So, someone's commenting about the garden in Chop, or what was Chop. There's actually been action there lately. I've been from a distance watching some of the events playing out in Seattle and Portland. And there's been action lately in Seattle with regard to...
Oh, Adam Sandler and Kate Winslet stars.
There's been action lately with regard to police clearing homeless out of the garden area of Cal Anderson Park at Chop. I want to bring on Annabelle, who's occupied at the moment filming Hollywood stars, literally the stars on the street on Hollywood Boulevard.
Williams has a start.
You ready to pop on for some recap? What stood out to you today?
That one person, probably from the children's supporters, were wearing masks, and all the Black Lives Matter supporters were wearing masks. So the Save for Children supporters were not wearing masks. That was standing out to me.
Well, the political divide is clear. Yeah, I don't think it's 100% on either side, but most of the Save the Children people were not wearing masks. And some of the Save the Children people had signs about the real pandemic being pedophilia or child trafficking.
And speaking out against vaccines, and most of them were supportive of Trump, and the Black Lives Matter people are not supportive of Trump. But they didn't clash today with each other.
I'm pretty sure the protest over at Hollywood and Cahuenga right now is in response to the attack or alleged attack on trans women that took place recently here in Hollywood. And the woman I was interviewing had something to say about that. Other than the masks, what else did you notice today?
It was pretty peaceful.
Thus far. By the way, we might be heading over to another protest right now.
No looters, no rioting today. No riot gear. So the Black Lives Matter, trans Black Lives Matter supporters were dressed very colorful, men wearing skirts, women's garments, dresses. Yeah, they were very colorful dressed, I would say.
From what we're hearing over in Beverly Hills, what time is it right now? About 2?
Yes.
It sounds like an hour from now there's going to be a Trump rally in Beverly Hills, and it seems like there's